of the National Football League.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Green Bay Packers. On the Washington sideline is head coach Dan Quinn. His guys got the season started on a high note, a home victory in the opener. His counterpart on the Packers sideline, Matt LaFleur. His guys also winners in week 1, so a couple of 1-0 teams ready to get after it here. After a great first week of football, what does week 2 have in store? The Commanders and the Packers underway on Thursday night primetime. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Washington.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Daniels. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They go play action. Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And the Washington first down.
On the option, here's Eckler. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. We take a peek at the list of inactives for this week's game, and gosh, this early in the season, Charles, injuries already accumulating for this squad.
You got to wonder, in this organization, they just saying to themselves, hopefully we're just getting out of the way early so we can make a late season push when we have everyone back. It certainly feels that way with the number of injuries they've had already.
On the bootleg is Daniels. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
To the air goes Daniels. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. Wiggles free. Has some space here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 18 carries, 94 yards, and a score.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing. Love. Wide open receiver complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Romeo Doubs, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Just a 4-play drive that time. And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Doubs touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
Daniels looking to throw. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Off the play fake, Love. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Love. The connection with his running back, Josh Jacobs. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he's going to have a Packers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Play action this time with Love. A quick throw, but incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Jacobs incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Love will sneak it. He's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
The Washington offense set to take over.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Brown the motion man right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's third down and inches.
Daniel's going to try to sneak. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. Third and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for fourth down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Credit the defense there to Quay Walker, getting behind the line of scrimmage before they could rip off any sort of a gain. Here's Daniels.
Got a man, it's Brown. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
On the move to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 down on first down.
You look at this Packers defense.
They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. Here now, 2nd and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. Working out of the gun, Daniels.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
To throw is Daniels.
Into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Jaden Daniels.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now the Packers get set to go.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They go bootleg. Love. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw now. Here's Love. Over the middle, he's got Golden. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
13 yards on the play.
Here's Love. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
The Commanders preparing for their next possession. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now Daniels. Pass caught. It's Lane with it.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
They try to set up the screen. Oh, nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's 2nd down.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Throwing now is Daniels.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Eckler is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he's got it. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Daniels going to try to sneak.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Jaden Daniels
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And Washington has taken the lead.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Gets around him. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Love from the gun. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Second down at the 41-yard line.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. A 1-yard gain.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Green Bay Packer. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. The Packers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Packers first down.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 26-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Working out of the gun. Love. And this is incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Now Love. And it is caught. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up the first and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Tucker Kraft from 8 yards out. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in Week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Daniels looking to throw.
Buying time to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
A 4-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
To the air goes Daniels.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Throwing. Love. That's complete to Dobbs. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37.
14 yards. That's good for a Packers 1st down.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
Brandon McManus on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The final shot before break. Daniels. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando and Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the 3rd quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Packers offense and running back Josh Jacobs set to take over once more. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game. On the ground, Jacobs will get the 3rd quarter started. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Love. Steps away to his left. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up
Love looking to throw it.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Rush comes and they block it. It's picked up. Remember, the ball is live. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Extra point from McManus is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Commanders 14.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the Washington offense going back to work.
At their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here's Daniels. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Daniels dancing to his left. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
use his legs here.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Eckler. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. A good return there, call it 13 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Reed. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 11 yards for number 11.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
An 8-yard gain.
Love now.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
A gain of 3 yards.
Counter play with Jacobs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he takes it down to 4 with a pickup of 4. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now we get another look at Washington on offense.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Off the play fake, Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. So from the 37, here's 2nd down at a yard.
Brings up 2nd down. At the 37-yard line.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Washington.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a 1st down with some nice running.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
Working out of the gun, Daniels hitting Samuel on the slam.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line.
A gain of 12. First down.
To throw is Daniels.
And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Now at Lambeau.
Here's 2nd and 10. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they work this out past the 25.
72 yards on the ground here for Jacobs, and this is a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw now, here's Love.
That's taken in by Golden.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Here's Love. Looking deep here for Dobbs.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
This will be caught by Brown. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Eckler now between the tackles. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Daniels.
And that is incomplete. The pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So out comes Washington's offense to take over.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Commanders.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
The Commanders' first down.
Now Daniels.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. That's caught, and it's Eckler again.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Washington field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try to rise up and overcome it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Throwing now is Daniels.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to sack back at the 16-yard line.
Micah Parsons
Able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
First and goal, Washington.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Packers' 3-yard line.
Eckler again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Jaden Daniels
Punching it in from a yard away.
and the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
To kick off for Washington.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
To pass, here's Jordan Love.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
2nd down and 4.
Operating from the gun, Love. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there, no. It appears they're going to mark him short of the 1st.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They go with Jacobs.
And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st.
And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Now Washington
down by a field goal. A little under 1:50 remaining. And the 4th down stop gives him a new lifeline, at least for the moment. He'll look to throw.
He's got McLaurin. Now 2nd and 4.
To number 17, Terry McLaurin. A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the Packers' 48.
He's back to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel.
Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Offside. Defense.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A loss of 6 yards.
And they get up on it quickly and spike it with just a little over 50 seconds to go.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Being chased out left. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. This to potentially send us to overtime. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to tie things up in the final minute. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net. But they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Now Love. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And did he catch it? He did. A touchdown. One of the most improbable finishes in recent history. They've won it on the final throw. Absolute bedlam. You can forget overtime. What a finish. And this crowd in a frenzy.
As well they should be. That's the type of ending that you actually pay money to see. And when it turns out in your direction, oh yeah, you feel real good about that one. Let's face it, there are a few people who travel to see their team. They're not happy, but overall, this crowd is loving what they just saw.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Green Bay, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.